I feel a great infinity with the CC. When Greg said, why don't we do a retreat in a CC? It was this yes. And at the same time, there's this, okay, but we still got to look around somewhere else in Europe, just in case. If you get a chance, there's a church, I can't remember the name of the church now, but it has the cross, the original cross that spoke to St. Francis. And when Eckhart and I were here, I can't remember when it was, maybe 2001 or 2002, we went to this church, and I took a picture of this cross. And when we went back to the hotel, put it onto my computer, and we were just amazed. There was this orb around Christ, Jesus' head on the cross. The light was just emanating from this, and we're just staring at this on my computer for like 20 minutes, like, this is incredible. And this was the original cross that spoke to St. Francis. The next day we went to a different church, and of course they have all these replicas of this cross now. So I thought, I gotta take another picture and see what happens. So I took another picture and went back and downloaded it on the computer, and absolutely nothing. And just coming here, you can just feel that energy. There's certain places in the world where there's this spiritual energy, this essence, where you just feel right at home. And there's very few places on the planet like this. But every place that I've gone so far in our travels, a spiritual site, a place where there's been a lot of stillness, the essence of spirituality, I feel right at home. And you can't get there through the mind or through thinking, but you can feel it. And a peace emanates within you. And whether the peace is inside or outside of you, it's all within. Because whatever is out there is in here, is consciousness. And that's the beauty. That's the water, the fish swimming in the water, the analogy that Eckhart used. It's all here. But yet there are some places on this planet where you feel it more than others. It's nice to go there sometimes. But of course, the real practice is everyday life. It truly is. So when I heard Eckhart speak about how much pain it is in the unconsciousness and in waking up, and it is truly painful, just as giving birth is painful. The dying to, the letting go of the old conditioned self. And that's all that's happening on this planet. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, or no matter what the situation is, it's all a pure matter of fact of waking up. That's all that's happening. The challenges that we face It's all for waking up. To finally let go of the old. To see the illusion through all forms. Every single form. No matter how good it is. Even the best spiritual experience you feel like you can have. It's just form. So many of us hang on to what we can call the good experiences. We want the positive and not the negative. And in waking up, what the true spiritual practice is letting go of both. Neither holding on to the good or the so-called bad. For the mind, it is only in the mind that judges it so. It's merely an experience. And the practice of not identifying with that experience. We all go through that identification of the experience. It's part of the sleeping process. And the waking up process is, well, oh, okay. And it's not so much about waking up to, they're crazy out there, but oh my God, I'm crazy. I'm truly crazy. We're all crazy. Really, seriously crazy. And when you can admit to yourself that you're seriously crazy, it's like, it's no problem. Because you can look out there, oh, they're just acting crazy, like I act crazy. So every time that you catch yourself pointing to out there, just turn that finger around and look here, because that's all where you have to go. It's just truly right here. It's here. And it's okay. So awareness, awareness, awareness. That's all we're doing here, if you could even call it a doing. It's not doing anything. It's simply aware. We cannot not be aware. We're always aware of something. But now can we be aware of ourselves? Even that takes you a little bit outside of the true essence of stillness. But it only points to that stillness that has no words. The formless dimension of consciousness. And then the play and the dance of this world happens. Just happens. It's happening. It's whether we act from our conditioned self or act from that state of consciousness where you can say thought, if you can even say a thought, action, arise together. And it's not the thought of that conditioned self, but the arising thought of, it's not even a thought, because it's almost like saying, okay, I'm going to think about drinking that glass of water. The thought will arise and you think about it. No, there's this complete oneness of no thought at all, just picking up that glass and taking a drink and putting it down. As in our actions in relating with others. And it is serious, it's a practice. Because at the moment, most of us still react and act from our conditioned self. But it's not a problem when you realize that. It's just, oh, here I go again. That craziness is coming out. Then we go to, can we sense the stillness? Whether it's the stillness in the room outside you or the stillness within. For some, you may not be able to sense that stillness. So what can we use? What are the portals then to stillness? It can all be right here within. There's your breath. There are sensations in your body. And deeper yet, the inner body.